wish to debate is the Waitemata District Health Board. So the question is that the report of the Health Committee on the 2019 financial review of the Waitemata District Health Board be noted.
Mr Chair.
Now we've got it right, Dr Coleman.
Mr Chair, if there was a train wreck in health that we inherited, it would have to be the Waitemata District Health Board. And I can remember those years from 2005 to 2008 when I would meet regularly with my colleague, the Honourable Dr Waitemata, and we would compare notes on the long queues of constituents that had beat a track to our respective electorate office doors with tales of woe about what was going on at North Shore Hospital. And I can say, Mr Chair, that long line of people has dried up because the performance of that DHB, which was in such dire straits, has been radically turned around under the leadership of Tony Ryle as Health Minister, but very importantly, Dr Lester Levy as the chair of the Waitemata DHB. Because if you remember, that was a very dysfunctional DHB, which was really run by people more interested in political considerations than the health of the people of the North Shore and the Waitemata district. And so what we can say now is things really have turned around. If you want a symbol of that, look at what's happening out at Waitakere Hospital. That was a complete mess. What have we got last week? That A&E is now open 24 hours a day to adult patients. It's been open since last June, 24 hours a day to children. That is a real service for the people of West Auckland. If you look at what's happening at North Shore Hospital, tomorrow we're opening a new renal dialysis unit. So people at North Shore no longer have to go to other DHBs to get the dialysis which they need to basically save their lives and keep on living a functional life. That is an amazing achievement. If you look at what was happening at North Shore A&E, under the last government, there were perpetually long queues of people out into the car park trying to get the treatment they needed. They couldn't get into that A&E. It was diabolical mayhem. The morale of staff was at an all-time low. We have delivered on our promises. We've opened the first stage of the Lakeview development. That is going to deliver a new re-engineered A&E which is going to meet the requirements of patients. It's designed by the staff. It's had major input from them. There's going to be an assessment unit there. There's going to be more beds in that hospital which actually allows the clinicians to manage the flow of patients. So there's a major achievement there. If you look at what's happened in terms of doctors and nurses, since we've come to government, 1,000 extra nurses nationwide, 500 extra doctors. In Waitemata DHB alone, 140 extra nurses and 70 extra doctors. So we're not just talking about frontline resources, we're actually putting it in there. This year, an extra $104 million will be spent at the Waitemata DHB delivering the services that people need. And there's no greater example of that, I think, than what's happened nationwide in elective surgery. So we were aiming for an extra 4,000 operations per year. What we're actually going to deliver this year is an extra 20,000 operations. That's an extra 400 operations per week. That is outstanding. People are getting the surgery that they need. And if you look at what that means, an extra 2,018 people have had elective surgery for, important life-inhibiting conditions over the past year in Waitemata District DHB. So that is an extra 19 patients a week. That is really amazing progress. If you look at the 6 key areas that Tony Ryle selected for us to focus on, in Waitemata DHB, 100% of patients getting cancer treatment within 4 weeks. 100%. No one's having to go to Australia now like they had to under the last government. They are getting treated here at home. That is an amazing achievement. And these people can hark and yell, but the fact is New Zealanders know that it's a national government that is delivering on their priorities for health. If you look at the immunisation statistics, 90% of 2-year-olds in Waitemata are getting immunised. That's an amazing improvement. Shorter stays in emergency departments. That ED is now functioning properly at North Shore Hospital. I am not getting those complaints. People are coming in and going up, my constituent David Shearer there, he begs to differ. Well, I can tell him he will not get that sort of service over on the Auckland City side. The service at North Shore Hospital has gone through the roof. So, Mr Chair, I think we can be very proud of what's being achieved in our DHB. We're on the right track.
Point of order.
Point of order, Chris Tremaine.
Mr Chair, I was stuck in the Business Committee and would seek leave that I may have my debate on the Hawke's Bay DHB, which I appreciate the House has already been through, but I understand if the leave is not granted.
We'll put that option to the House. Leave is thought that Mr Tremaine can make a contribution on the Hawke's Bay District Health Board. Is there anyone opposed to that course of action? It appears not. Chris Tremaine. Order. What I will do now, if there's no further speakers on the Waitemata one, I will put the question on that and then we'll accept the call on the other. I need to just think about that because we did put the question, so you'll be making a debate without the question being put, okay? But I'll put the debate on the Waitemata one. Well, we'll deal with this one first. The question is that the report of the Health Committee on the 2019 financial review of the Waitemata District Health Board be noted. Those of that opinion will say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. We'll take your contribution now.
Mr Chair.